Jonathan Dreamer. Hello.
Oh,
You
good.
should have been here for us.
I would have waited on that.
All right, so what is happening, and apologies. You know, LSU didn't do much right this season, but we did beat Oklahoma, so apologies.
It'll turn, don't worry.
It is gonna turn, and next year we're gonna beat A&M.
And I'm kind of, my dad's.
Yes.
Yeah, my wife bet him $100, but he didn't pay the bet he had with me, so I wouldn't let her pay him.
Quarterback too.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right, so where are we on discovery?
Judge, I just got appointed to this case last month. It is an unusual case. So the state's gonna check on some discovery. I'm gonna request an investigator be appointed so I can subpoena some unusual records.
Okay,
But I'd ask for a little extra leeway because I got appointed on the 17th of November. The case just got indicted.
all right, Ms. Ferguson, if I can have a 30-day reset for discovery, please. All right, January 14th.
And Your Honor, just for clarity, everything that we have is currently already uploaded. Defense asked me to check on a few things. And so I'll do that as soon as possible.
All right, so just be prepared, counsel, at the next setting. If there's an issue with discovery, let me know what items are missing. Or otherwise, I'll need you all to sign an acknowledgement of discovery.
And I'll have my motion to appoint investigator filed because he's gonna have to subpoena some stuff for me as well.
All right,
All right,
thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Jorge Luis Hernandez. Who's the attorney for Jorge Luis Hernandez?
I'm present.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. All right, where are we on discovery?
Your Honor, to my knowledge, the state has turned over everything in its possession, Judge. This morning, we were just given a plea offer.
Okay, all
If we can have a plea deadline date reset, my client needs time to consider his options.
right, how old are you?
30.
30? Ms. Ferguson, if you can set this for a plea deadline date, the week of January 6th, please. All right, January 6th will be your plea deadline date. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for dressing appropriately for court.
May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Michael Ogden.
Here you are.
Hello. Yes.
We submitted a motion for continuance as well as a letter from the hospital. He was admitted on the 15th with a pulmonary embolism. He's currently being monitored. They've started administering some other things. So won't be able to make it today, but
All right.
we'll make it at the next court date.
Ms. Ferguson on Ogden, if I can have a 30-day reset, please. All right, and do you have all discovery?
I believe we do, Your Honor, yes.
All right, we'll bring it back on January 14th. If there's an issue, if he's still in the hospital, just let the court know beforehand.
I will, Judge. I'm actually gonna be in Comal County that day. Can I get a different day, please?
All right, Ms. Ferguson, something other than the 14th? Although Comal County starts with the C, Bear starts with the B. All right,
We
we'll
can
see
make
you
that
on
work.
January 13th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank
And
you.
I have another one. I think we're in line with.
All right, well, just one second. Do you have all discovery?
For Ogden?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
State on Ogden, were you able to tender an offer? All right, on January 13th, you need to tender an offer.
If we want to set that for a motion to suppress, when do you like to do those?
You need to speak with Ms. Ferguson.
Okay, great.
And is it dispositive or no?
I think it would depend on the offer, but probably.
All right, if it's dispositive, we'll take it up beforehand. Otherwise, we'll carry it with trial.
Of course.
All right, what are you here for?
Motion to amend bond conditions, take one step back. From partial to tracking only, Judge.
All right. Court is calling CM 106827, State of Texas versus Nicolas Vaquera. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Alexandria Bogus for the state.
Defense?
So maybe for Mr. Victor.
And are you Mr. Vaquera?
Yes.
All right, defense has filed a motion. They're requesting tracking only. State, have you had an opportunity to review the defense's motion?
I have, Your Honor.
All right, do you object to tracking only?
I do.
All right, State, what is your reason for your objection?
Your Honor, given the circumstances of the case, we would not feel comfortable agreeing to allowing him to tracking only. We would request that he remain on partial GPS.
All right, why are you requesting tracking only?
He hasn't been able to find a job, Your Honor. The nature of the charges against him already make it very hard that anybody even considers him. But having to work around specific times, specific schedule, while he will still need to provide his work calendar to the officer, GPS officer, just getting to interviews and everything has to be approved. To go to an interview has to be approved, trying to get a job. Every single thing that he does, they need to know that it's work related. And because of the nature of the fact that our community is growing rapidly, he cannot get through to that GPS officer very often when he's trying to go to a job interview. Because also a job interview is on the employer's time. It's not on his time. It's not when he wants the interview. It's when they want it. I can do you tomorrow at 11. Okay, let me try to get permission. Can't go. So he hasn't been able to secure employment. That's the main reason for this motion. He does not currently work. He currently lives with his aunt and uncle, who are actually in the hospital right now. He cannot go to the hospital to visit them. That's his side. But the main reason is so he can actually secure a job with these charges pending.
All right, the court will deny the motion. The court will alter and amend conditions to allow the defendant to attend employment interviews. All right, is there anything else?
So, Your Honor, in the event that he has an interview, is he allowed to go and then tell them when the interview was?
He's allowed to attend employment interviews, but he had better have proof that he was actually at an employment interview. And when I say an interview, that means that there is no side stops. For example, if your interview is next to McDonald's, you can't go to McDonald's, even though they have the McRib. You can't do that. You can't go and make other stops. If HEB is on your way to the interview, you can't stop at the HEB. Otherwise, that'll be a violation. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else from either side?
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And what page is Bakara on? Thank you. Oh, Daniel Martinez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Daniel Martinez. You want to recall this for Thursday?
Yes, ma'am. Please, I think we'll have it resolved.
Okay. All right, Mr. Martinez, your attorney is requesting that you be recalled for Thursday, so we'll bring you back on Thursday.
Thank you, Ms. Boyd.
All right, thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
God bless.
Oh, thank you. God bless you too. Brandon Banks. All right.
That's it.
Hello. So what is happening with this case?
I've just been retained on it. I filed a motion to set bond. I conferred with the state. They're gonna recommend $10,000 bond.
All right, has a motion been filed?
Yes, ma'am.
All
You
right.
should have a
Ah,
motion order on your,
I do not. Can you all pull the,
saw it back.
oh, it's a one pager.
How'd that happen?
I don't know.
Anyway,
All right, court is calling 2024 CR 009618 State versus Brandon Banks. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
defense?
Matt Stohansky.
All right, defense has filed a motion to set bond. Are you Mr. Banks? All right, a bond forfeiture was issued on October 24th, 2024 because the defendant was a no-show. This court's understanding is that you all have reached an agreement on bond. Is that correct?
That is, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
And state, what are you requesting?
$10,000 bond, Your Honor.
That's my understanding.
All right, Mr. Banks, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand. So has there been any type of drug use in your past? And what type of drugs in your past?
Mostly marijuana. I mean, I ain't gonna say I don't do other stuff, but I mean, that's mostly just marijuana.
Well, what's the other stuff?
Meth, I mean, it's probably what's around. I
Mhm.
mean,
Have you ever received any type of mental health treatment?
yes, ma'am.
All right, when was that?
When I was in the Department of Texas Corrections,
All right, and what was that for?
burglaries and escape.
No, if I were you.
Oh, what?
Like your mental health issues?
Just depression and just I guess that's it. I mean, who ain't depressed if you're in prison?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
I mean,
No. I understand. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to set your bond at $10,000. I'm going to order a partial GPS for employment. And the reason why I'm ordering GPS is because you didn't appear for court last time. I'll ask that the fees are waived. And there's going to be a referral to Center for Healthcare Services. And I'm going to order 90 sober meetings in 90 days. Is there anything else?
No, ma'am.
All right, Norm, I need a 30-day reset for discovery on this case, please. All right, see you back on January 14th. She's going to give you a reset form. You need to make sure that you're here exactly at 9 a.m. Do you understand?
yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Yes, you have a good day.
All right, thank you, you too. Who's the person who needs the interpreter? Hi. All right, if y'all come forward. Good morning. So on this case, let me check.
I think it should be plea deadline day.
So yes, it is.
So Melissa Christian, I'm standing in for David A. Garcia.
Mhm.
And it's my understanding, and Mr. Marco Moreno-Vasquez can confirm that he would like a trial.
All right, you're requesting a jury trial?
Pues sí, creo que me lo pueden comprar y creo que lo que tengo porque ¿cómo se llama? El investigador nomás me enseñó nomás un video.
Yes, I want them to prove what it is that they're charging me with, because the investigator just shows me a video.
All right. So your plea deadline has expired. The court will not consider any plea bargain agreements without good cause. Otherwise, you'll need to plea open to the court. Do you understand?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial date. It is a tampering with evidence. How long do y'all expect this? Oh, it's a murder. I'm sorry, they did the counts different. All right, your jury trial date will be May 6th.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Can I speak?
Yes.
Es que le iba a preguntar porque ya de cuenta, yo necesito que por favor me pueden enseñar las evidencias que tienen contra mí. Porque a mí me están acusando de asesinato y yo no lo hice, ¿sí me entiende?
I just want to know if they can show me the evidence against me, because they are accusing me of murder and I didn't do it.
All right, so here's the thing. My understanding is that your attorney has gone over documents with you. So the evidence that they've shown you is the evidence they're saying that they have.
Porque en más de 21 meses nomás me enseñó nomás un video, ¿no?
Yes, because in the course of 21 months, they have just shown me one video, that's it.
All right, so here's my question. You know, sometimes people say things, sometimes people don't want to believe what they're seeing sometimes. So, counsel, if you need to have him brought over to have him view a video in court, just let the court know and we'll accommodate.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate the offer. I'll let that Mr. Garcia know.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. May we be excused?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you,
Oh,
Judge.
de nada.
Thank you, Judge.
I know more than Ramos knows. We are. I'll be like, come to my defense. Juan Reyes. Who's the attorney for Juan Enrique Reyes? All right.
Judge, the supplemental report was
Yeah.
sent in regards to allowing Ms. Arriaga to be the probationary chaperone.
Okay.
I've spoken with the special prosecutor in this case. It was Mr. Bond,
Mhm.
and he has no objections
All
for
right.
Ms. Arriaga to be the chaperone.
All right, so what that means is she must chaperone. You understand? So there can't be, oh, she's going somewhere and I'm only going to be here for 2 minutes, so it'll be fine. No, she has to be there. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is there anything else, probation?
Thank you. Counsel? Finance? It should have been a contract with finance. There should have been a contract with finance. For my nieces, because I've been trying to rehabilitate my mom. And my nieces go back to the.
Oh, I put in there, his order is no unsupervised conduct.
Thank you.
Thank you. Remember what page is Reyes on? Oh, I found it. Oops. Cheyanne Maguire. Court is calling 2021 CR 11806 State of Texas versus Cheyanne Josie Maguire. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Morning, Judge. Dirk Ashball for Ms. Maguire.
And are you Ms. Maguire?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? All right, you're going to need to speak up. Are you the same Cheyanne Josie Maguire who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 11806 for the offense of theft 2,500 to 30,000 on April 14th, 2022 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Give me a moment, Your Honor, to bring up the motion.
Do you want the court's copy?
Yes, that'd probably be faster, Your Honor. In Bear County, Texas, the defendant Cheyanne Josie Maguire and then there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of October and November 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? State.
Brings the remaining violation allegations, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4? Is there a proposed agreement? The court will find violation of condition number 4 true.
There is, Judge.
And what-
Adjudicate guilt, revoke supervision, assess punishment of 1 year in the state jail facility. State will take into consideration cause number 697, 644, and 2024.
You need to slow it down. So take in consideration what?
697, 644, and 2024 CC 741, 739.
All right, is that the proposed agreement?
It is, Judge.
Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then the court will find violation of condition number 4 true. The court will find you guilty, grant the motion, sentence you to the state jail facility for 1 year, give you credit for any time served, take in consideration 697, 644, and 2024 CC 741,739.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? And I'm going to order also the therapeutic community. You'll have to request it. I have no jurisdiction to force you to be in that program, but it's something that could probably help you with any drug issues you may have. You understand? All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Dylan Skinner. Hello, good morning. All right, so where are we on discovery?
There is some outstanding discovery, Your Honor. It's too large to put on the website, so I've got to bring them a flash drive to get it. So I was going to drop that off tomorrow.
All right, Norma, I need a 1 month reset for discovery on Skinner. All right, January 13th. Thank you.
Right.
Rochelle? If you'll bring your client up, please. All right, Ernest Flores? All right, so where are we on discovery?
Judge, I conferred with the state. I believe that there's a couple of things that I still, that I've identified that I
Okay.
still need from them.
Yes, Judge. So Ms. Acevedo has brought to my attention some things that she is requesting. So for example, there are photos that are attached to the report, but we don't have the actual photos. In addition to some other things that I've scanned the case file and identified. And so we're requesting time to reach out to the arresting agency to request those things because they are not in my possession to provide to Ms. Acevedo.
All right, Norma, a 30-day reset for discovery. All right, we'll see you back on January 13th.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
thank you, Judge.
All right,
Maybe,
what- Yes, once you sign the reset form. Aleman Christina Aleman. Yeah, what I have is what I have up here. All right. Is this going to be an application?
Yes.
All right, court is calling 2023 CR 7277 State versus Christina Aleman. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state defense?
Agent Bettis, Your Honor.
And are you Christina Aleman?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Sorry, we are, Your Honor.
Did you review court admonishments and defendants waivers with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand your charge of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4,200 grams? The state is proceeding on the repeat offender allegation. If that is proven to be true, then your range of punishment will be anywhere from 5 to 99 years in life. 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Aleman, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, you'd agree that you've been previously convicted of 1 or more felonies for purposes of enhancement. Punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. State recommends community supervision, and there is to be restitution to SAPD for drug testing. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 200 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? And to the enhancement, how do you plead? True or not true? All right, state, any evidence to support the defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor, state exhibit number 1 with all its attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, and then with regards to the other case, possession of fraudulent identifying information. It's listed on the docket sheet as 2024 CR 012528.
I'll check into that, Judge.
Thank you. Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find the enhancement true based upon your plea of true and based upon states exhibits 1 and attachments. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor. As part of sentencing, we're gonna resolve, we're gonna ask that the other case be TIC'd.
Judge, as long as the defendant admits guilt in it, we will take it into consideration.
All right. Then to cause number, see if I can find it, and cause number 2024 CR 012528, Ms. Aleman, to the allegations of fraudulent use or possession of identifying information. How do you plead to that? Guilty or not guilty? All right. And state you're requesting that that be taken in consideration?
Yes, Your Honor, we're filling out the dismissal as you.
All right, and the court will take into consideration then 2024 CR 012528. And the court is going to order restitution, if any, under that cause number.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court is going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. Taking consideration 2024 CR 012528. There's to be restitution, if any, to the complainants in 2024 CR 012528. There's to be no contact with the following persons: Maria Mann, MANN, Samuel Torres, Michael Rodriguez with a G, Reyyanne, Reyyann Hernandez. There's to be proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Do you have any children?
This would be,
What are their ages?
I don't have them with me. The state took them a while back. So my oldest is about 25. My youngest is probably about 16.
All right, do you have any grandchildren?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right. There's going to be a TAP evaluation and a felony drug court evaluation in custody.
Okay.
Followed recommendations. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. There's going to be 120 sober meetings in 120 days upon release. 200 hours of community service restitution. How far did you go in school?
Young.
All right, so have you obtained your GED or anything of that nature?
We're going in county.
All right, so I'll deduct 100 hours of community service once she obtains her GED, and another 100 hours if she completes some higher level of education or if she enrolls in a trade school and successfully completes that. There's going to be field visits 1 time per month until further notice. There's to be restitution to SAPD for drug testing. A $1,500 fine that will be probated. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Probation, is there anything else? Oh, restitution for the drug testing to SAPD? All right, is there anything else that you need from the court in order to be successful?
I'm just curious about the no contact with minors provision, since this was a drug case.
Obviously, she has a drug issue, and the people she's hanging around with, there was a lot of drugs. And here's the thing. If you're in a vehicle and if you're not worried about who you're around, but it appears that you're part of the problem as well with drugs in the vehicle, guess what would happen if your grandchild or somebody else were to get a hold of your meth? Then you're on the news crying. You understand? So you're not in any condition to be around minors. You understand? All right. Good luck to you. If you have an issue, let probation know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come to court.
Thank you.
Thank you. Corey Puente. Court is calling 2024 CR 5143, State of Texas versus Corey Sam Puente. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Coronado.
And are you Mr. Corey Sam Puente?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Corey Sam Puente who was placed on, sir, you'll need to take your seat. Are you the same Corey Sam Puente who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 5143 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on May 23rd, 2024 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Corey Sam Puente, within and there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of August and September 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining violated condition.
Any objections to the
Objection.
state's waivers?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Your Honor.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
Revocation.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
Requested that he remain on deferred adjudication probation. He would like to address the court as well.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth so help you God?
No.
All right, you can lower your hand. How old are you?
45.
Why are you not reporting?
Because I was going through family issues with my mom and my kids, and I didn't have a job at the time. But now I do have a job. I have 2 jobs actually, and I just recently known that my grandpa passed away, so I'm kind of just going through a little bit.
No, so why didn't you pick up the phone and call probation? I don't know why people think that when you're on probation, it's just some time.
No, it just
For example,
needed this.
let me just tell you, he's not on probation. He's not on probation. So if he's going through something, he doesn't have to call probation and say, I'm going through something right now. I can't report. But you're acting as though you're not on probation. You can do whatever you want to do. I don't think you're a good candidate for probation. Because I will tell you, I tell everyone who comes in here, do you need anything? If there's an issue, let probation know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. So those were your options, and instead you chose none. You chose just not to report. I don't know what you want me to do with that. Everybody who comes before me, you know what they always say? I just got a job. Or either there's a death in the family. And let me just tell you, I understand about deaths in the family. I'm sympathetic and empathetic towards that, but usually people who are on probation, they use death in the family as, hey, I didn't report. I have a death in the family. And then when I say, okay, do you have something to show me when they passed? And it's usually years before or either, months after.
There's no.
So I don't know why I should keep you on probation.
Judge, he's been in, real quickly, if I may add, he's been in jail about a month now, a little over a month. He said he's given him time to think about the mistakes he's made and looking forward, he's saying he can comply with the rest of his probation if continuing on probation. Is that right?
It's not. Your Honor.
What have you done on probation? Have you completed anything?
Um,
All right. I'm going to grant the motion, find you guilty and revoke. Does anyone wish to speak to time?
We asked for the minimum 6 months in state jail facility with credit for time served.
State?
State be requesting not the minimum, Your Honor, we be requesting at least 9 months.
All right. The court will sentence you to 9 months in the state jail facility. Give you credit for any time served. Restitution, if any, to Francis Hardy, Harty. All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you. Here's the thing. Think while you're at the state jail facility, once you are released, if you're trying to find a place to go, you can always come back here and I'll help you out. Do you understand?
Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Excuse, gentlemen.
Yes, you're excused. All right, everyone, court is taking its recess.